Morning guys, today is Wednesday, November 30th, last day of November 2011, and today we're going to see what else we can get into here. No change on the Blazer, primer set on there. I sanded it down to 220 before I primed it. I didn't have any 320, or I probably would have done it to that, and the primer's been on it for a good while now, so I can sand it now. And our patch panel should be here this afternoon, I hope. So we'll get to that, but right now I'm going to let it down off the jack. I haven't done anything else to it. I got it on a jack stand so I can it's a lot easier for me to work on. I'm kind of a tall person, so I like to get them up in the air if I can, so I'm not upside down. I can sit on that short little stool and work and not be upside down. So let's get that out. Let's get this out of here, and I'm going to bring the Jeep in and we're going to check a few things out on the Jeep. Alright guys, you guys are going to think I'm out of my tree, and I may well be. I don't know, but the other day this was buckled. I mean, it was buckled bad. What the hell? I can feel, okay, I can feel right here. Can we get the light? Let me see here. It's not as bad as it was. That's the thing about it. It was a lot worse. Let me I need to dry that off there. Hang on guys. My boy took the Jeep to the store the other day, and when he came back, he was the last one to drive it, and I noticed when he came back, or after he drove it the next morning, or maybe it was even in the evening, I don't know, that same evening, I noticed this area, it looked like somebody had hit the Jeep. It was buckled. There's a spot right there I can feel, but you guys can't see it. If that ain't about the weirdest damn thing, why? I mean, it was bad, guys. I'm not kidding you. Got my light going on here, and I can't see. Wow. There's a scuff mark right here on the door. You can see it right there, and it kind of pointed right at the buckled area, which is no longer buckled. What would cause that? Wow, I'm just kind of baffled about that. I mean, this area right in here was all buckled. It looked like somebody hit it, and now it looks okay. I just don't get that. How can that be buckled and then straighten up? Is that nuts or what? So I was thinking either somebody hit it because of the scuff, or for whatever reason my tire has gotten into my flare here. You can see where that's rolled up right there, where the tire has kissed it, and I thought maybe that might have something to do with it. Wow, I wish I had videotape. It's been like 3 or 4 days ago. The weather has been so crappy here, I didn't have a chance to bring it in That is amazing. This area, I swear, was buckled. Bad. How can that be that way and then straighten itself up? Wow. Is that something to do with heat, or I don't know, but you know, this Jeep is pretty straight. I mean, you know, I saw it immediately and I feel a little something right in here, but you can't pick it up on the camera. Wow. Here, I'm serious, guys. I thought I was going to have to paint this side of the vehicle. So I don't know why my tire doesn't look like it's straight in the wheel well, as far as, you know, why is it rubbing? We shouldn't have a rub. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. My wife saw it, and we were both just flabbergasted that it was like that. And now it's like it fixed itself. How does that work? Does anybody out there know how this area could look buckled? I mean, it looked buckled, very rough. You could see spot welds where it's welded to inner structure because it was buckled, and now it's not. It's straight. How does that work? I just don't get it. I'm going to put it up on jack stands here and try to see, you know, if we got any movement in our rear end. I wouldn't think so. I think you would feel it in the steering. And also our four-wheel drive isn't engaging. I believe a transfer case is engaging, but it could be our shift motor in the front axle. So I'm going to jack it up, put it on stands. I have it pointing out. I'm going to start it, and I'll put it in four-wheel drive and start it and see what spins and what doesn't spin. And I got it pointing out just in case I have an accident. It'll go through the door instead of through the wall. And as you guys can see, the cold weather has arrived. That's snow. And I am flabbergasted. I'm telling you guys, that thing was rippled up. I was so sad about it. I was just completely distraught. It was so buckled up. And now there's nothing. It's flat. Be interesting to see what kind of comments we get on that. You know. It was old metal, not new metal. There's a patch. There's a patch down in here and down, but the buckle was up here. Well, I can feel something right there. I don't know. Can't see anything now. Weird. Alright guys, let me get it up in the air. I want to check the four-wheel drive out on it, and I want to see if I can find out if this rear end has any. You can see how close it is right there, and you can actually see where it was rubbing a time or two. You see over here the tire is more in the center of the wheel well. The rear shackle over here looks like it has a little more angle to the back. Come over here, The rear shackle doesn't look like it has as much angle to the back. It's more straight up and down. That one is more angled a little bit back. I don't know. How can that be? This doesn't look rotted out here at all, and you know, I did a lot of work under there and it wasn't rotten, but it looks like it's in a little bit different position for whatever reason. Okay, let me get it up in the air and we'll check it out some more. I'll tell you, that is nuts. That baffles me. Who knows, maybe it warms up because it's cold. Maybe it warms up, it'll come back. Heck, I don't know. That's crazy. I've never seen anything do that before. Alright guys. Okay, so I got it jacked up and I got it sitting on a jack stand right there on the hitch, drawbar, whatever you want to call it. And you know, I kick it and I can't see any movement at all in the rear end. I thought maybe my bushings, you know, in my spring mounts or something was completely gone, making it kind of walk back and forth in the wheel well, but you know, evidently there's enough of them there, it's not doing that. The shocks are all tight. I thought maybe a shock was broke, but I think the reason why we're a little closer here than we are here, I actually believe it's the body. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but when we brought the Jeep in and started working on it, it had been hit on the front corner. I could never get the hood to line up just right. You see there's a gap here and almost no gap here. And I think the reason why is because it's been pushed this way from being hit, which, you know, as I've said many times before, a Jeep is, in my opinion, a fairly poorly built vehicle. You know, God love them, there's hardly no difference between this machine right here that was built in 1990 and the crap they used in World War II. A lot of the same principles are applied here. It's not a vehicle that you know, they just aren't built well, in my opinion. Maybe the body is a bit crooked on it, I don't know. Nothing's loose. Rear end feels good. Has just a tiny little bit of in play in the axles, which is normal. So I don't know. I think you know, it is what it is. So, you know, and the body mounts on it. You know, guys, let's see if we can get a look at this. Boom. Alright guys, looks like I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Here we go, we got some light. There. Check that out. See, there's very little rubber left there. And it's just pretty rotted. And that's typical. That is typical in your Jeeps. When they get to be this old, they start to go to hell. So, but it seems to be pretty solid. And how you doing, Hank? How you doing, buddy? This buckle thing here just amazes me. I'm serious, this thing was really buckled and now it's straight. I just don't have time for screwing around with that. We got that light in there I'm trying to find. Oh, right there. If you can see right here, that's one of the spot weld deals. Let's see if I can get a closer view of it here. Maybe as this body is warming up, it's coming back. Well, now I don't see it. There's one. Here. There, see it, guys, right there? That's a spot weld. And there should be okay, I can feel that right there. That's the spot. And I think there's another one over here. That's really just kind of unbelievable. It's right here. There it is. Right there. And then it seems to be pushed out in this area. But it's not near like it was. I mean, the other day it was, you could spot it from, you know, 20 feet off. Easy. It looked like somebody hit the vehicle. I don't know. Well, I'm going to jack the front end up. I'm going to jack this up, get the jack stands underneath the housing, front and back, throw it in four-wheel drive, and I'm going to fire it up. And we'll see if our transfer case is working, which I believe it is. I can feel it. I think we have a problem with the shift motor. So let's get on that and see, because I don't have time to spend on this. I just wanted to look at it. And you know, it's I just can't believe the situation that we have over there with that buckled area. That's crazy. There's no new metal in there, so that's crazy. All right, guys. Alright, guys, I got the Jeep up. We're trying to find out what the heck's wrong with the four-wheel drive in it. So we're going to put in first gear, throw it in four-wheel drive, turn the fan on, and we're going to fire it up. We're spinning back here. We got our front drive shaft spinning, and that was my hope, but our wheels are not. You can see the wheel over there is not spinning, and this one over here is not spinning. That tells me we got a problem with the shift motor. That's very dangerous to do. If you guys would ever put anything up on blocks like this and start it with it in gear, especially with something like this with the tires hanging outside the fender well, you have to be very careful not to walk into that or anything else, because yeah, It's just not a good thing to do. But it's the only thing I know to do to find out my problem. So, our problem is going to be with the shift motor, which is right there. It's all vacuum operated. The diaphragm could be broke. We could have a bad vacuum line. So that's our problem, and we can get it fixed. I got an extra shift motor, so I'm sure, laying around here somewhere, if the shift motor itself is bad. So let me chase those vacuum lines, make sure that we got vacuum going through them, and if we do, then I would have to say the diaphragm in the shift motor is bad. And there should be a light on the dash. I believe it lights up on this vehicle when it is in four-wheel drive, and it's not lighting up, so, which I believe all that comes from the shift motor, the signal. So we'll see what happens here. All right, after some investigative reporting, I guess, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but inside here is the barb for the shift motor. It's broke off and it's still inside the connector there. So we got to put a different shift motor on it. That's not a big issue. I'll get to it. I'll get it out and we'll have a look at it. Alright guys, here's our shift motor out of Project Jeep, and it's different. If you look right here, it mounts in here like this. So we got 1, 2 vacuum connections there, and then we also have the electric plug, which is to turn on the light. I'm sure. Right here, as you can see, there's something to point with here. This is one of the connections here, right there. And then right here is the connection that's broke off. There's also a connection around here. 3 connections on this one. So it's going to be different. There's a connection right there where I'm shining the light. That little boss that comes out. So, and there's no electric wiring that I can see to it. So evidently we may or may not get a light when we do this, unless the switch is somewhere else. Alright, so we're gonna have to go to O'Reilly's today anyway, and good thing I didn't take that sucker out, otherwise I'd have to put it back in, so, to go anywhere. Alright guys. Alright guys, here's a picture of the shift motor again, and what's wrong with the one on the Jeep is that one of these barbs for the vacuum hookup is broken off. Those are 100. This unit right here, not this, but this, which goes inside the unit, and then it runs the fork. It actuates the fork here, which throws slides the gear to engage the axles in the front. So just this piece here is $115 at the store. So we're going to make an attempt, not today, but a later date, maybe tomorrow or the day after, sometime this week, I'm hoping. We're gonna have to try to, I don't know if you guys can see that or not real close up there. That is probably pressed in there, this right here. And so I looked today and I couldn't find anything, you know, anywhere in help sections and all that stuff. I couldn't find this barb. So I'm going to try to get that out, and I'm going to take some old brake line or something along those lines and try to fashion up a piece and stick it on there so we don't have to buy a new one. So that's where we're at on the Jeep. This is the shift motor. If you're ever wondering what one looked like, well, there you go. It's a real simple device. And we'll get back to you on the Jeep. So thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. And take it easy, guys.